Nigerians, I never dey shocked before like this for my life, like the way I dey shocked today because of wetin this man just expose for inside this interview. This video you can see on this background about this government. See, make una no allow President Tinubu or any AP supporter or Wike the FCT minister to see this video abeg. But na wetin this man come tell Peter Obi for inside this video for im own face at the ending of this video. Na wetin I wan make you hear. Make una hear this man im own reaction for so many questions wey dey ask am for inside this particular video about the happenings in this country and the question wey dey also dey ask am about. Make una watch the video first.
That are consistently going on, So the administration is faced, with a lot of, issues, issues of credibility, issues of, making statements that at the end of the day, they don't come out to fruition. For instance, the issue of light, where he said, if I don't give you light, you can vote me out. But you can now hear some type of new defense coming out to say that is not what he meant. So these are some of the issues that the government is bedeviled with. So the credibility of the government is put to question. This is the government that will make an appointment today, and tomorrow they will change. Somebody will be excited he has been appointed. His name has even been announced, everything. And then another time, somebody in the morning and in the evening, he changed the appointment. Again, he made an appointment in NTA. Yes. And in the evening, he now changed the appointment. So these are things that have been going on. It's not...
As we round up on this bit of the interview, talk on the role of the National Assembly, both the House of Representatives and the Senate. How did they fare in this entire... Because they are meant to have checked this whole thing.
I don't want to belabor that topic. When every person is moving to APC. So if the House of Representatives has the required number, the quorum, not even the quorum, the required number to pass a legislation, a political party and then in the Senate, again, they have over 74 something senators out of 109. So do they need any other political party? So how would it be effective for any opposition to thrive in those areas? No, so I don't think the National Assembly is even worth bothering about. You can see that the Senate is an extension of the villa, because a bill will be brought in the next 24 hours. It is passed and returned to the villa. So these are not issues that one should have bothered himself about.
Okay, let's switch gears from that. Now, how would you assess the Lokoja Federal High Court judgment, cancelling the registration of the Nigerian Democratic Congress after an application was brought to it by the peace movement, not a party because it's an association?
Yes.
How do you assess that case?
Well, to me, I believe that the judge was under pressure.
By who or from where?
From another quarters. I cannot really pinpoint, but my suspicion is by the government.
Federal, state?
Federal.
Okay.
By the federal government.
Why?
Because it is in continuation of their intimidation of political parties. Now that judge registered that political party. It was not registered by INEC.
Yeah, it was the judge that said
it was that same judge that registered the political party.
December last year.
Yes. So when he registered that political party, the pressure on him was that, why did you register that party? This is an error. So he felt that since the matter has now been brought before him, clandestinely, this is an opportunity for him to correct the error he made. But the good thing is that INEC did not accept the judgment. So pontificating on the matter will amount to waste of time, because I think INEC knows that as a judge, is responsible. He cannot quash a judgment, which he delivered. Is functional official. He has already finished the job on that matter. Even if the matter came before him, he can't quash it. That matter ought to have gone to appeal. And so that pronouncement in itself was wrong, and that action was wrong. And so if INEC did not follow that judgment, it means clearly that the judgment is just an academic exercise, a waste of time.
Who do you think is the ultimate beneficiary of this judgment? Who is the ultimate beneficiary?
If the judgment had been accepted and implemented, of course, it is the ruling party. The ruling party is trying to destabilize and neutralize all political parties, so that at the end of the day, most of their candidates will just it's a walkover. They will be crowned, as a winner. So they will have their 2/3 majority in House of Reps, 2/3 majority in all state assemblies, so they can do to Nigeria whatever they like. But unfortunately, perhaps the INEC chairman being in the line of fire, because of his bias. This one his bias is open. Everybody knows. He's totally biased. He has to go if there has to be a credible election, because Nigerians don't have an INEC. What we have is an extension of Villa.
But is that not a contradiction, Alhaji? Because you just said here that thankfully INEC did not abide by the judgment of this Lokoja court.
Because they would have acted foolishly if they had abided by it.
Why? It's a court judgment.
It's a court judgment. This man is a son. He knows what will implicate him, and he knows what will not implicate him. But he receives instructions from the villa. That judgment will implicate him. He knows that a court judgment that once delivered can never be tampered with except on appeal. He knows that. Functions of issue. Then a court now revisits its own judgment and says, okay, we have to go back from the beginning. He knows it can't work. That is not a measure of credibility. It's just a measure of common sense, because he's in the line of fire. Everywhere, people are discussing him. He is not doing well. So he has to go. So he has to show some measure of fairness in some areas, so that for his own independence, for his own survival, he has to show. He has been in the line of fire over his comments on APC. He has been the Muslim Council has been after him. So many people, in fact, civil society are being against him, and so certain times he has to be careful. So that is not a show of integrity. It is a show of trying to save one's face from the mountain pressures that he is getting.
So that's what you're trying to say, Alhaji, is that if he now goes against you, you people will not say, at least you will say he did the other one the other time.
Yeah, exactly.
But who is the primary target of this judgment from Lokoja? Who is the target, or what is it?
The major target, of course, is the presidential candidate of NDC, and of course, the vice presidential candidate. They are the primary targets, because what they are trying to do is to kill all political parties that have the capacity to field a candidate that will threaten the presidential seat. Take a look at PDP. PDP are hoping to field in Goodluck Jonathan. Now, Goodluck Jonathan has the capacity to upstage Tinubu in an election. Because he was there, people know him, he has the pedigree, and he has carved a niche for himself, in the political sphere. So the only way is they kill the PDP so that Jonathan will not come out. Again, they went to Accord Party because they want to win. They want to use judiciary to rig election. You went to Accord because of Adeleke, Osun State. That is the reason why they want to they register Accord, so that they can just win through judicial rigging. These are some of the issues that are bedeviling us within the society. So primary target is Mr. Peter Obi and Rabi Musa Kunkoso. We all know that.
Okay. There are also people saying that this attempt, to stifle the democratic space, go after opposition parties, like you said, that are capable of, challenging seriously, in January, like this cancellation of the NDC registration, that all of this threatens, multi-party democracy. Is the judiciary, aiding and abetting this, or is it that they don't know what is going on, or they are just ruling by the law books?
No. Before I go to the judiciary, a one-time presidential candidate of the SDP came out on national...
ADP.
SDP.
SDP, yes, SDP.
SDP. Came out...
Who is that, sir?
He's a Yoruba man. I can't...
Adebayo Adewale.
I think so.
Adewale Adebayo, yes.
He came out to say they went for a breakfast.
Said it here.
Yeah? With Mr. President. And Mr. President told him, when they said...
No, they were a delegation. And then the IPAC, it was an IPAC delegation. So the Dantale spoke.
And said you have to give a level playing field.
Exactly. Be a statesman and all of that.
He said they have made him angry.
Yes. You listen very well. Like he said, you have provoked me.
Yes. Why will I help you? Yes. Why will I help? When I was on the field doing my own, who helped me? He will not provide any level playing field. Go and do your own. Let me. So that statement carries a lot of weight with it. If actually Mr. President made that statement, it carries a lot of weight.
Nobody has refuted or rebutted the statement.
No.
Nobody has done so. Nobody.
Yes. So it means that Mr. President has already prepared all the grounds for him to ensure that nobody challenges him. So the part of the preparation is the judiciary. I want you to ask me we mentioned this here, and then we were able to get it. Atiku Abubakar said he challenged Obasanjo in court 11 times.
11 times.
And defeated him. President, Vice President defeating President 11 times. And he said, is it possible now? Have you seen any case where the federal government lost? Either an agent of the federal government or the Attorney General is pursuing that case, or have you seen anyone where they lost? Because it's not possible. They can never lose. Because the judiciary is in cahoot with them.
Do the opposition parties, do they stand any realistic chance in this present situation, this present milieu? Do they still stand any chance? ADC, NDC, PRP, just name it, all of them. Do they still stand any realistic chance next year?
You see, the good thing is Nigerians don't like APC.
But they keep winning. They won in Ekiti.
Yes, those are by-elections. They will win. Because the pressure is not much. They can all converge there and ensure that they win. Either by hook or by crook. They must win. But this is a general election that will be conducted across the country. If you put the whole of the Nigerian army on the road, and you put the whole of the Nigerian police on the road, how many are they? The Nigerian army is no more than 300,000. And the Nigerian police is no more than 400,000. So if you put all them together, they are less than 1 million. If you bring the civil defense, They are not up to 200. They are not up to 200,000. The whole of the DSS, they have not yet reached 50,000. You understand? So if you put all the security agencies at play in a national election, they cannot effectively cover the whole ground. They can't cover the whole ground. So when 90 million voters are voting, less than 1 million people are safeguarding the votes, how can that vote be safeguarded? You can't. So, but in this one, you can put you can put 200,000 police.
That's in Ekiti.
In Ekiti State. And 2,000 or 3,000 army. And they will cover all the grounds.
Intimidate everybody.
Intimidate everybody and then win the election. So that one is not, this off-cycle election, I believe it should be cancelled. They should all bring it back, yes, to the main election. Because the off-cycle election gives the ruling party the opportunity to rig and then begin to boast that we are very strong. After all, look at our exploits in Ekiti. No, there were no any exploits. The elections we all know were rigged, fully. So there is no hope in terms of off-cycle elections. But in terms of the general election, that is why certain states escape the ruling party, because there is nothing they can do. No matter how much they want to do, it would have been an impossibility for APC to lose Lagos State, where the president comes out, if it was an off-cycle election. The president must win that place. But because there was nothing they could do, Peter Obi was able to defeat. Do you think it would have been possible for PDP, where Okowa comes from, in Delta, for PDP to lose Delta State? If it was just only the election there that the PDP would concentrate, it was not possible. But because it was a general election, there was no room for manipulation all the time. So, and the people's will, came to pass. We know that there are ways and means that they are doing because, an actor just recently came out to say that one of the, one of the aides of a government official, was able to bypass and get access to his, details, and the matter is now a subject of police investigation. However, that goes to show you that even the technology that we are hoping will work may end up, being rigged even before the election. The result will have been imputed, and waiting for just the election to start, then they will just, expose it, and then people will begin to look at IREV and see results ridiculous with what is happening within their community. So nobody is confident, that the INEC chairman is capable of conducting free, fair, and credible election. You can see, even from his demeanor and countenance, that he just came to fulfill all righteousness. This is an INEC chairman who granted an interview and said that they were going to review voters' register, that the voter register of 90 million is too much. This is not with any empirical evidence. He just used his own common sense to say that the thing is too much.
Thank you for watching that video. So guys, before you leave, look at it down here. Do well to subscribe and also put on your notification bell so that whenever we upload any video in this great platform, you will be the first to see it. And please don't forget to drop your comment at the comment section what you think about this video, your opinion as well. See guys, this is where I'm going to end the video, and I will see you guys some other time.